who, when he wanders away, they have the intelligence to cover the space that he's left. So if there's any issues, before they'll start it before he comes back. And but when he came to United, there was no such players. So when he goes away, the space is all over the place, and he doesn't have the legs to cover them. So this is what Partey does for Arsenal. He covers those spaces for.
Watch Friendship TV right now.
I'm Tochku Michael. Keep watching Transit TV.
Get you on that one. Thomas Partey, General. I call him Dr. Partey. A lot of people now call him the General. Partey, 2 seasons ago or 2 summers ago, I was of the opinion, even last summer, that Arsenal probably should sell Partey because of his injury issues. He wasn't available every season. Partey will miss like 10, 15 games a season because of injuries. And this season, man has discovered himself, probably adjusted his meal and lifestyle or whatever he did. He has been fit for Arsenal all through this season. In fact, toward the back end of last season, this has been the longest run for Partey in Arsenal as a player. So I don't know. There's rumors. David Austin said that Arsenal are considering giving him another 1 year. In fact, a 1 year extension in his contract to stay. And we remember that the current Arsenal better work with Partey at Atletico Madrid as well. So I think he's the one pushing that sign. That also wants him to stay. The offer, for what we hear, has been made, but conversations have been initiated, but nothing has been agreed yet. So Arsenal fans, we have to look at, what do you think? Should Partey be given an extension? For me, Partey is a no-brainer. I've been saying it all season. If you remember, we had this conversation so many times. I'm of the opinion that Arsenal should actually keep all the players they have in their ranks this season, barring maybe Jorginho and Raheem Sterling. Keep everybody and add 2 or 3 more to it. I know you're going to put a financial burden on the club, but if they can't carry it, you should just give it yourself the option. Considering what happened this season, if this team can be fighting, can still come second and be fighting Champions League semi-finals up to this stage with what happened to them this season, you can imagine what will happen if you add 1 or 2 players to this squad and keep them together again next season and let them go. So Partey, for me, it shouldn't even be 1 year extension. They should be discussing 2 years, so that if anything happens next season he wants to go, you can still make a little change out of him. So I don't know what your take is on this one. Baptista, former Arsenal player, the Brazilian ex-international, was interviewed recently, and he was of the opinion that there is no need to even have a conversation, that Partey has to be given an extension at Arsenal. He needs to stay. And like we mentioned earlier on, Zubimendi coming in, that it's better you have Partey there, so that Zubimendi, as good as he is, in fact, but Arteta said that Arteta has found somebody finally that really understands what he wants from that position. So that it's better to keep him and let Zubimendi bed in while Partey is still around, and let him, help him to settle down then before he can be moved. So I don't know what your opinion is on this one, obviously.
I completely agree with you. I mean, there are some guys that are just incredible. We know Thomas Partey, yes, there were doubts around his injury, injury status and the fact that he got constantly injured, something muscular. And like you also rightly said, maybe there has been an adjustment in his preparation, adjustment in what he eats and all that. And he has shown this season to be durable, bar injuries. This dude is top 3 in defensive midfield in the world. Yeah. Being able to get the ball from an opponent, being able to start an attack, being able to technically keep the ball, control the tempo of games, he is up there, And I've always wondered, we've had this discussion back and forth regarding both Jorginho and Partey. Yeah. He's a guy that I've been dreading hearing that he's leaving Arsenal. Partey. Yeah. And you can hear that the likes of Barcelona, Atletico still want him back after being in Arsenal for close to about 5-6 years or so. Barcelona want him. I hear Inter Milan are interested in him. That tells you
how good he is.
You know how
yeah,
good
that's
this
what
guy
Austin
is.
said, that he has options. That's the worst part of, but that's the worst situation
Yeah.
for Arsenal right now. He has options.
Yes. So I hear Arsenal have made him an offer, made some variations to his pay. And they didn't mention whether the variation was upwards or downwards,
Yeah.
and that he's looking at it. So I will not be surprised if I hear that Arsenal will sign him on lower terms. I think he likes or loves Arsenal that much. And I think he's a very balanced man. I think he's happy in London and happy with the club. So, it would be a nightmare for me to hear that Partey is leaving, because I really love the guy. I mean, he is so invaluable. I want him to be there to, like you mentioned, to help the likes of Zubimendi settle in and play without pressure. Because this guy makes everybody around him better. He's like cotton wool. He just absorbs all the moisture, and then when you need a bit of moisture, he will give you some.
I'm telling you, man, Partey, I don't know. As in, like, sometimes I'm watching Arsenal, I'm just watching Partey. The ease at which, and he does it, he looks too slow in the eye, but he's fast in his thinking. He can improvise regardless. Like, there's a word you always use, he's press resistant. He can, he doesn't care what you're bringing. He just knows. And like I said in one of the videos that we did recently, that I think the person that enjoys Partey most in Arsenal is Bukayo Saka. Because I've discovered that anytime Saka is on the pitch, Partey plays even a little bit higher on the right. I believe it's Partey that actually gives Saka the platform and the confidence to do what he does, because like you always say, he knows how the pressure to put on the pass, we have to put it, the timing and everything, So for people that have not observed this, go and watch Arsenal games. Partey and Saka, I think there's a chemistry between both of them. He makes everybody play better. The Ghanaian is shining Arsenal today because Partey gives him that freedom, that confidence to go out there, press, run, carry ball, because he knows that there is somebody behind him that will always cover the grounds and stay around and sniff out dangers. Just like what Casemiro used to do I remember Casemiro when he was coming to Manchester United. I told Man United fans that he's going to suffer, because in Real Madrid, he had players like Modric and Cruz, who, when he wanders away, they have the intelligence to cover the space that he's left. See, if there's any issues, they'll start it before he comes back. And but when he came to United, there was no such players. So when he goes away, the space is all over the place, and he doesn't have the net to cover them. So this is what Partey does for Arsenal. He covers those spaces for players like Odegaard and Declan, and allow them the freedom to go up and do things, for us. So it's going to be a very huge miss and mistake for Arsenal to let Partey go this season. Or we're not ready for his exit yet. I don't think so.
I agree. He's an amazing player. We need to keep him. Jorginho also will be a miss for me, but Partey will be a greater miss than Jorginho, because what Jorginho, the way he plays and what he offers is not easy to get, not easy to find. But I think Arsenal's thinking that Zubimendi plays a bit like Jorginho.
Jorginho, exactly.
Does more of the short probing.
I was about to say that I don't mind Jorginho leaving if they're going to get Zubimendi, but Partey is different, and his time is very scarce in world football today. They move Rodrigo in Manchester City, and maybe Gavi in Barcelona. I don't really see much of Partey's build. There are so many central defenders out there who are good, but the way these players control the game with their charisma, with their intelligence, with their presence, and the way they understand the positioning of that role in the team is way different.
And you talk about multiplicity of roles. I mean, we haven't played him as an 8 in Arsenal, but he can easily be an 8, because of his long range shooting, that's excellent. His pass selection close to the 18-yard box of the opponent, excellent. He can open up any defense with a pass. He can, the way he scores goals, he doesn't stress himself too much with his shooting, because most times his side foots, he picks a corner.
His body,
the way. That's right. Yeah, he can also play center back. So when you talk about Gavi and right back, when you talk about Gavi and the rest of them, they are just specialist midfielders.
Exactly.
So they can't play any of those fullback or central defense. But so he has so much. Even, stay back at Arsenal, some games we can use him as center back if there's a crisis. So
guys, let us know what you think. Don't forget to subscribe if you've not done so. Hit the like button for us on this one as well. Get busy in the comment section. What do you think? Should Partey be allowed to go? For me, I'm even canvassing for 2 more years, not just 1 year extension. Arsenal should just do what they need to do to keep this guy, because you can't keep depleting the squad when you're trying to win a trophy. If this team have pushed up to this level, let's add to it, not to remove and bring it. This is what Arsenal have been doing for a very long time. They want to, instead of to add quality to the team, they first of all remove, then they add. You're back to where you were before. Look at all the player and options that Liverpool has. Look at all the options. They're not fantastic players, but they have so many going forward. So, and that's why whatever happens, you see a Jota miss 1 or 2 months, you wouldn't notice it, because there are so many options in that position. You see Jones, Curtis Jones have injury, you wouldn't know that he was injured, because there are so many options in that position. Gakpo is out of form, he's no longer playing. You have Curtis, you have Curtis Jones, you have Jota, you have Nunes, you have Diaz, you have Salah. All these players are available. So the same thing. You can't be running team in positions that are key to the team and you expect to win trophies. So let us know what you think. Should Partey be given extension in Arsenal, or be let go because of Zubimendi? And we'll see you guys again next time. It's always a pleasure to have you on the show. And we'll see what happens next week. We're going to do a preview of the PSG game. Guys, look out for that video as well, to be dropping tomorrow or next. Probably we'll do it at the soccer field tomorrow when we get there to do what we usually do.
That's right.
We'll see you guys next time. Ciao.